What we're going to talk about today are reeds. This is a sample of a tenor saxophone reed, and this one specifically is called a French file cut. You notice it's called a French file cut because of this part along the reed that actually has been stripped of the stalk. This is the stalk part of your reed or cane, and this part has been trimmed down, and that's what creates a French file cut. Over here we have an American file cut, and notice that there isn't any trimming down of the stalk of the reed on this portion. It creates a different type of sound depending if you are playing classical or jazz. Generally, classical players will go with the French file cut. It just creates a different type of vibration in the reed, whereas the American cut, this is more used for commercial players, and it can create a louder, brighter sound. Next, we're going to talk about the different parts of the reed, and the part that I'm holding is called the heel or the butt of the reed, which is right here. As I mentioned before, this portion is called the stalk of the reed. Here we have the shoulder, that's the round part of the reed, and in the center of the reed we have the heart. In a really good reed, you're going to have a heart shape, and I'm going to just point it out. It's going to actually come with a V in it, where this is going to be a very nice solid portion of the reed, and you're going to have fibers that are stronger and very strong at the center or heart of the reed, and then they come back. Of course, you always have fibers throughout the reed all the way to the tip. This is what we call the tip, and you actually don't want to be touching the tip. It's the most fragile part of the reed. And then we have the rails of the reed, which are along the side here. And what you want to have is a nice smooth reed. You don't want to have a lot of fibrous pieces coming up off your reed here. If you have that, then chances are you can you're going to need to file it down or use some sandpaper and smooth it down, just so that it's not going to give you a sliver or create any problem like that. So those are the parts of the reed. Again, we have the heel, which is this portion of the butt. Then we have, this is called the stalk. Then we have the shoulder. Then we have the heart. And we have the sides or the rails. And then we have the tip here. And again, the tip is the most fragile and the thinnest part of the reed. As you can look at the reed, you notice that it starts from thin and gets all the way to the thickest point when it reaches the shoulder and the stalk portion of the reed.